What's up, everybody? Welcome back to part 3. I think this week's video is going to be a great video for 2 reasons. Number 1, the head is back from Vanderlinde. Number 2, I am joined by one of my good mates, brother, the founder of DNGO Visuals. As you can see, we've upgraded in life. You can hear me test. We're upgraded in life now, and he'll just be assisting me with this beauty of a production. But yeah, let's get into it. As you can see, this is the VR6 12 valve head. So I'll just go over quickly, but I'll also just list the line items that were actually done. But yeah, so we just took it in for machining. I'll just insert the pictures as well as to what had actually happened to the head for us to take it to them. They did a phenomenal job. I haven't opened it. I was kind of, waiting on this video to do it. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, cool. As you can see so far, looks like they actually skimmed every. Oh, look at that! You beauty. Wow, look at that. Okay, so it looks like they assembled everything for me, and looks like there's a letter here somewhere. Let's just see what have they said here. Let's see. I hope it's not just the invoice.
Maybe.
I think it's just the invoice. I'm not that special. It is just the invoice. I'm not that special. But yeah, quite a bit was spent on the head. Just know that hopefully in the future these videos do pay off by themselves. The area that had the most work done and why we took it to them was where the camshaft cap sits, right? So it would have been cracked around here. So we had a bit of a hairline crack all the way from, let's say, where the camshaft is hitting the cap all the way down. It was unfortunate in the way that it happened. We were trying to put back the engine, and yeah, stuff happens, So what they did was they welded and line bored the whole head. So yeah, should all be good now. I'm sure they know what they're doing. I trust them, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, this is the beauty. Look at that. Yeah, it's heavy. Maybe I should enter Muscle Man contest. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Then I'll put a meme or something. But okay, sharp.
Hey boy, come on.
5 million, Baba. 5 million. You gotta do it. Bro, it's gonna be funny. Okay. It's gonna be so funny. It's already funny in my head. Yeah? Oh, what a beautiful engine.
RS3. Hey, Toy. In black, please. I'll fetch it next week. I'm not timing, right?
Speaking about timing, let's get into it. So this is what we call a camshaft alignment tool. So this is what we use to time the VR6 engine. So simply what happens is you just slide this in between the camshaft. We'll obviously just do it now. I'm just setting everything up. But yeah. Okay, cool. Just gonna put it back. So right now, what we're preparing to do is essentially it is quite heavy, guys. I'm making it look easy, but it's not. I might actually eat some help. Stays heavy. Okay guys, so I've enlisted the help of Nelson. This is Nelson, welcome to the show. Say hello.
Hello.
So this is my right hand man. He helps you out with literally everything and anything. So yeah. Let's see. So what we have to do now is kind of line it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Just have to be a bit careful. Slow. Zubambi. Okay. Oh. Just make in the show my putty. Okay. Now we just we're putting the ARP nuts. So remember it's ARP main head studs. So we just putting back the nuts. Then after we're gonna torque them. After we torque, we're then going to start with timing the actual engine.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a sequence that you follow when torquing any nut down, but especially for heads, for engine heads.
Check.
It depends on the car, but usually what's recommended is that you go in the cross. It's called the cross path method. But yeah, we'll just show you now.
Check next.
No, you will.
I'm right touching it. Keep. If again.
5 next to 1. 6. So next to 3. 7 next to 2. 8 right next to 2 this one. 9. 10 next to 4. Yeah. 11. Yeah, next to 5. 12 bottom. Yeah. 8, 13. Treasure. Next to 7. So there's 2, 7, 13. 14. 15 bottom. 16 next to 10. So last down there. 17. 18 top. 19 bottom.
Oh. 90.
Okay. 20. So this first round or this first pass, it was about 34 Newton meters. The second one should be around 68, and the last one around 101, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll just double check. My father's finally making an appearance, but he doesn't want to be featured in the video. But he's here, don't worry. Say peace. We'll cover his voice. Say peace.
Say peace.
Yeah.
Please. What's the next one?
Do not put the second gear in yet.
This is not even from the car.
No, the petrol lit.
Okay. Again, we're going to follow the same procedure as before. No slack on the lower portion of the chain. So this portion right here.
You can.
I see you.
This portion here
Left,
should have
left.
no slack whatsoever. The slack is going to be on the side with the tensioner, with this little banana tensioner.
Okay.
Shout out to Pinch Al's garage. Where's the camera?
Why?
Because I can't see.
Yeah, it's the light.
Shout out to.
You sure okay?
Yeah, I'm sure. Shout out to Pinch Al's garage. Shout out, man. Been watching your videos. I'm a fan. Yeah, peace. Shout out Khan. So essentially, what's being done now, that tool I keep on mentioning, the camshaft alignment tool. So we're just trying to align these little slots at the end of the camshaft that you can use, and then it's just aligned now, right? Or on the one side. So what he's doing is trying to balance. It helps with timing and makes it quite easy. It's actually quite easy to time the VR6 engine.
That's how it should.
So
This is.
okay, yo. Just making sure that when first starts up, there isn't any debris or dust that might cause issues. But yeah, cool. Right now, we're just putting back all the auxiliary parts back onto the engine, so stuff that might be a bit difficult to put on when the engine is actually in the engine bay. Stuff like the flywheel, gearbox. It's just easier to assemble everything outside and then just put it in and place it back in. Okay, so this is way heavier. This is the beauty. Yeah, guess it's been a long time since I looked at it, covered it up, sealed it up. We did test that it does fit. So yeah, let's get to installing it. Looks like a monster, doesn't it? I know. Look at it. Just hope everything works, mate. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So upon further inspection, and as we were trying to put in the flywheel, we found that there are some tolerances here, and this would be Now from the workshop that did the or machined the flywheel for us, but as you can see, so we can also demonstrate with this gauge here. The distance from here, where we marked with the orange, even on the other side, it's not the same compared to the other holes. So it does not line up perfectly on the engine. Psych! We back! Video is in. We are back. I don't know why Nelson's giving me this one. But yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, back. It's in. Maybe the offset was the problem. Maybe I think we were just the problem. What?
Setup.
Okay guys, I think we're gonna wrap up the video here. Good, I think it's a good session, good 2 days of just working and figuring out some problems. Yeah, so clutch is in, flywheel's in. Most importantly, the head is back in the car. That was the biggest roadblock that we were facing, getting the head back. And yeah, more videos to come, and I think soon will be a first starts video. So let's get to that. But thank you for watching the video, and as always, please do leave any suggestions, any tips, tricks, or anything really. Just leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the build. And yeah, thank you. Shout out to DNGO Visuals. But yeah, cool. Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought, because I always...
Yeah, it's okay.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We already... And yeah, so...
Mas que legal.